Shabbat Shalom. If I'm not for myself, who will be? This statement could sound very selfish or pessimistic. Someone might read it, I need to be only for myself. Others might read it, I can't count on anyone else. For me, it speaks to the Jewish reality that it seems like we're always on our own and could never count on others for our well-being. If you don't know, the first Jews who arrived in America in 1654 were permitted to stay only when they agreed that they would care for themselves and not be a burden on the community at large. Since then, Jews have always known that it was our mission to care for members of the Jewish community. But this, my first approach, can have unintended consequences. It can harden our hearts to the other people around us and people around the world. That's why Hillel continues his teaching of, I'm not for myself, who will be, without missing a beat, and continues, and if I am only for myself, what am I? If I become so focused on my own self-preservation and can only think of myself, then what am I? The answer? I'm not human. The rabbis constantly taught about the equality of all humanity. Why was Adam created alone, the rabbis asked? One answer, to teach that no one can say, my parent is better than your parent, thereby teaching that we're all equal in the eyes of God. And therefore, we must treat each other with that same respect. Another answer about Adam being created alone, to teach that when one person dies, it's like an entire world dying. We should never think that the loss of a single life is insignificant. To be human means to live in the tension of self-preservation and caring for all of humanity. Hillel cautions us about the danger of focusing on self-preservation without looking beyond our immediate community. Sometimes it's even difficult knowing who your primary community is when you have connections to multiple communities. Have you ever felt pulled between competing groups or identities? How does Hillel finish his teaching? If not now, when? The tension of self-preservation and concern for the world at large, you might become frozen with uncertainty. Me, us, them? Who goes first? Hillel says, act now. In essence, do the best you can, but do something. While pandemic conditions are improving here in the United States, it's not so in all parts of the world. We need to take care of our citizens, but we can't ignore the suffering of the world around us. That's why I was happy to hear the news that America will be helping provide needed COVID vaccines to third world countries who don't have the connections or the money to provide vaccinations for their citizens. I hope with the support of other countries of the world that we can help relieve suffering in all places, of all people, of everyone who's made in the image of God. On this Shabbat, as we reconnect to creation, may we focus not only on the renewal of our own souls, let us not forget about all of God's creatures, remembering our obligations to the world at large. Wishing you Shabbat Shalom.